there, I'm so glad you could make it, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for Libra for the 26th of November 2018. Now, it's a general reading and it may not suit everyone, but hopefully something in it will reach you in some way. Enjoy. Let's get started. Let's have a look at the top three cards here, which has came from the bottom of the deck. Now, we have the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Strength card in reverse. Now, this is something that you have been passionate about. It's a project, possibly career orientated, and it's taken a long time to get to this point. And you've put so much energy and passion and determination into it. And now is the time when you feel that you're about to get a return on all of that time and energy and investment. And you're quite optimistic in what you will receive as a return from this project. But it's something that you are aware of is that it's a very competitive area. There's a lot of people vying for the same thing that you are offering. They're all doing the same thing and they all have strong personalities in this business. And it's very, very competitive. And there's no one strong leader. This is a peer group. And it could be that in looking at the Strength card in reverse that you're feeling a little bit out of your depth, out of control. You know, and maybe you're feeling a little bit worried about how this is going to come out. That it could be that even, you know, all of those overbearing emotions become a little bit too much for you. And you become a little bit out of control. Let's have a look at the deeper reading. So I'm going to move these over to the side and start over in the other corner. And we have the Seven of Wands. Now I'm going to take these three cards together. The Seven of Wands in reverse, the Death card, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this project that you've been working on long and hard, and you feel that you've had to defend yourself on quite a few occasions. But there's been something here that maybe you haven't foreseen, that you haven't been prepared for. And it's taken you by surprise that you've had to defend yourself in this way. And in looking at the Death card, that it could be that things that you thought were going to be there for a while is being destroyed. Is that what you're having to jump up and defend? Is things disintegrating before your eyes? You know, are you seeing this passion that you had slowly pass away, and that you're going to be forced to have to sever those ties and make a fresh start, because you won't have a choice, because this passion that you had isn't going to be there. And it could be due to one of the competitors that we were talking about earlier on, and that this person is using their position, their power, their resources that they have to take the lead here. And because of their power and standing, they're managing to destroy what you had. And all this person really cares about is the bottom line, because they see everything as a possession. And you may not have a choice, you may not have the option to keep going with this, because, pretty much this person here has taken that choice out of your hands. And you're having to move on and leave those losses behind. But you are picking yourself up, because you have decided that you are going to try again, and that you're going to take a leap of faith, and in your innocence explore pastures new. And you're going to take, these opportunities and try to make the best of them. And you're going to try to make these plans, evident to everybody. Even though you have had these moments in the past, you're trying not to ponder over this, and you're trying to make a determined stand and bring these passions back and make plans for the future. And it could be that, you're aware that, this is going to be, an adventure, that you are going to have to take a leap of faith because of your experiences in the past, and that it is risky. But you're willing to throw the dice. You're willing to take the chance. And you don't know where you're going to end up. You're relying on destiny. You're relying on fate. You've understood that, things can go wrong. So although you are taking a leap of faith and relying on luck, you are the person that's in control here. You're the person that's taking the risks. And it's something, and moving down to the next row, we have the Hermit card here. And it's something that you've thought about long and hard because of your experiences. And it's came to you that the only way that you can happily live your life is if you stop living it by, these other rules. You make your own rules, you make your own decisions. And yes, it is a game of chance, but you are the master of your own fate. You make your own fate. And you're aware that, of all the heartbreak that you've had in the past, and looking at Three of Swords. And that was something that, all this unwelcome information and painful truths about how life can be in this business. But you can't live by somebody else's rules. You have to walk your own path. And it could be that you've taken time out, that before you decided to take this leap of faith and throw the dice on a new venture. But the harsh realities and knowledge and heartbreak that you had before is still on your mind. And looking at the King of Swords, which is under the King of Pentacles, both in reverse, that you're very aware of how cruel and inhuman the business life can be. You know that people do see things in a monetary term only. You know that all that matters is the bottom line, and they don't care how they get there. They don't care how much they hurt people. You know, they don't care how cruel these actions can be. And you're very aware that this is a scary time. You know what you're planning, especially after all the heartbreak that you've had, you're walking into it with optimism, but very aware of all your fears. Their deepest fears are just under the surface. You know, and those fears are, definitely, is this going to happen again? Because that was such a horrible experience. And you know that the business life is taking the chance. You are throwing the dice. And you're definitely taking the leap of faith in all innocence that it's going to work for you. But people and things and the business world can be very deceptive. One moment it looks like the most beautiful thing that you can ever experience. And a couple of days later, the situation has changed slightly, and then you kind of realise, well, maybe it wasn't as attractive, and it's vice versa, very similar to light and dark. One minute it can be wonderful, and the next minute it can be hell. And that is what your deepest fears are, that this situation can flip on you because you don't want to go through that again. But this business idea, you strongly feel that you want to take the risk on it because this you feel is your calling. This is what you want to do with your life. And in not taking the chance, it would be living a life without enjoyment. You're not really living. You're just existing. And this is the judgment card. But it could be that the only person that is judging you is yourself. The only criticism that you're hearing is from you. And in moving on to the Two of Swords, this reality of, harshness, and everything is related to a monetary value, and the deceptiveness of the business world. That's a reality and looking at the Two of Swords that you just don't want to accept. You want to walk in your own path. You want a business that, is something that you enjoy, that brings life to your existence, brings your passion back. And you're refusing to choose this life. You're wanting to walk your own path. Okay, I'm going to stop blethering and bring these 3 cards back in. And this is about the passion for something that you had that was taking a long time. And you were about to get the rewards from it when the competition stepped in. And that made you feel out of control. And your emotions were overbearing there. But in looking at the cards behind, it looks as though you've found your calling again and you're willing to take the risk and the adventure in this new business venture. Because you're refusing to live the way that other people want you to live. Okay, I'm going to stop blathering. I hope that something in this reading has spoken to you in some way, and that I will see you the next time. Bye.